Hello, guys. Welcome to our podcast. So the name of the podcast is called the Blueprint Podcast, and this is episode 2. So on the first episode, we actually spoke about simping, and then we also spoke about how important it is to actually make yourself to be the best version of yourself, so that you avoid things such as simping. So I'm still here with Bra Eshmo Khotman Laga. Khotman, introduce yourself. Well about to that.
Sure. Yeah, my name is Ashmore, like you guys know. Second episode, and we're still on this. Today we're going to delve deeper, on how to, overcome simping. We cannot just talk about it and not come with the, recipes to overcome that. So I think today we're going to delve a bit more on that and try to, bring it up to speed.
Yeah, because now from the last episode, I think what we'd have liked for people to actually get out of that was that we spoke about improving yourself, being the best version of yourself. So now I think it would do an injustice if we just speak about self-awareness, being the best version of yourself. But now the question is, how do you make yourself more valuable? That's what we're discussing here. So our podcast is as the target market is just to actually empower the guys out there so that we become the best version of ourselves. So that's what we actually focus on as a platform. So we today we also have a guest. Thabang is here with us. We just wanna pick on his brains in terms of how does he make himself more valuable. So yeah, brother. Welcome to the Blueprint podcast. Please introduce yourself.
Sure, Mahotman. My name is Thabang, aka Mr. FBI. Thank you.
We got FBI in the house.
Mr. FBI, yeah. We got the FBI, yeah. Just to not maybe confuse the people. Maybe you can just explain what FBI is, just in short, so that we can just be very brief on it, so we can get into the topic.
FBI is a bouncing and security company falling under First Touch Holdings. We are bouncing at different events. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So basically, we understand a lot about investing in yourself. This is someone who didn't just wait for employment and whatnot. He went out there as a nigga and he got the bag in some way or another. So the whole idea came from him. When you're someone who is actually in the gym, instead of you just using the gym to build big muscle and beat people in the street and be that person who actually uses his body to abuse people. He used that to create a business opportunity, which is a good thing. This channel is about that. It's about finding opportunities and being the best version of yourself. So we very happy to have you here, Khotman.
Sure. Yeah, man. Welcome, fam.
Sure, Khotman. So you're gonna start off with Khotman. Just tell me, how was your weekend? How was your weekend?
Yeah, the weekend was good. It was pretty hectic, but chilled at the same time.
Yeah.
All in all, man, it was pleasant,
Okay.
Been chilling, doing a bit of, this and that, but ultimately, it was good.
Yeah. And then how would you actually define a productive day for you? Like if you say like this is a productive day, how does it look like?
We have different versions of what productive day is.
Yeah.
Some people a productive day is 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. Some people is getting some bit of muscle. Some people is just running errands. But what I can say, fella, do something. Do something. Move from A to B. I cannot stress that enough. Do something that actually pushes you, to your main goal.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So Thabang, the same question. How was your weekend, and then how do you spend your time? Like, how would you say how does a productive day look like in your life?
Weekend again in the shop.
Yeah.
Even though in the busy, whatever like a pusher span event, so yeah, in a late productive because the shopping span we did marketing, yeah. So letsatsi le productive nkare ke if you've done something e leng hore e tlo pushetsa mo o batlang ho ya teng, even though sa fihle immediately, but stepenyana seo wa bona. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, since no one's gonna ask me how my weekend was, but it's good. I had a productive weekend. There was work that was actually done, and then also, I used some of the time to actually make myself more valuable, which is the topic that we're actually discussing today. So now, how do you make yourself more valuable? Jitawaka, you watching this, and then how do you become? A lot of people are saying that, look, instead of you actually chasing these chicks and whatnot, make yourself more valuable, right? But how do you do that? So it's different. For what do they say? Different strokes for different folks. Yeah. For me, what I do is I read books. I listen to podcasts. I meditate, and then I also exercise. So now, in the book, The 5 a.m. Room, The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, he talks about 3 things. He talks about headset, mindset, and your soul set. So in most cases, you hear people talking about the mindset. You have to change your mindset and whatnot. But no one speaks of your heart set. How do you actually concentrate on your heart to become a better person in terms of operating from a place of passion and love? How do you get yourself there, right? And then your soul also. How do you actually invest time in making sure that you nourish your soul and you make yourself a better person, right? So so in terms of reading books, that's what I got there. And then also listening to different podcasts, meditating to make me actually calmer, because meditation actually helps in terms of making one calmer and helping you in terms of
It centers
think.
you.
Yeah, it centers you. It centers you. Yeah, because in most cases we live like stressful lives. So that's where meditation comes in. It comes in that regard, right? So yeah, it helps a lot. And then obviously exercise is also important in terms of starting my day. I start my day with exercise. So yeah, this is some of the stuff that I actually do to actually make myself a better person, to push myself to become a better version of myself, actually.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, man. Well, for me, it's different but similar. Also, like, because I read. I'm a very curious person, so in terms of general knowledge, I'm always there trying to grasp whatever information I can get. And this is something that I grew up with. In information, I seem to operate a bit easier with information, because the more you know, it's it quickly makes you it puts you at a pedestal where you can do better. When you know better, you do better. That's what I'm trying to say. So for me, it's books, it's general knowledge, and it's engaging. Sometimes you learn certain things and they become shoved, and I like spreading information, and I like discussing. I like hearing different perspectives and different point of views. So normally I engage. I do a whole lot of listening and reading. Basically that's how I nurture my mind, because for me the mind is a crux of everything. Everything happens in and through the mind. And we know that your mind basically is divided into the subconscious and the conscious.
The conscious, huh?
So the things that you do on a daily basis, they inform what your subconsciousness absorbs. And basically our life, the way it is, and things that you are struggling with or things that you are excelling on. It's based on habit that informs your subconsciousness. So for me, I cannot stress enough the importance of feeding your mind. So for me to better myself, I try to feed my mind as much as possible.
Okay.
Read as much as possible, and listen, because it's a skill also. And you basically have this level of increment through information. You understand? And also I like dishing it out because it's a way to remind myself, and it's a way to teach myself also. So that's basically what I do: read and search, read and search, read and search. Do that, repeat.
And then also I think, because now I think people define also being valuable differently. I mean, growing up, for someone, look, I think now my value comes from body count. And whatnot. So some people see value in that. So I don't know, is that something it as a man it gives you value, right? Because that's the thing. But right? So now Tabang, I'd like to go Google like the value now in terms of that. Okay. What do you think of that idea? Do you think that as a man you become more valuable by the amount of women
Nah, ke nahane jwalo because ke nahana it's le maturity hore na o aging e feng o thabela ntho e jwalo. Ha ntse re tla re hola vele ne re thabela hore o githala matjhera makae o gitlile ba bakae. But ha ntse hola braya ka mindset wa change wa bona hore life in one the goals the different. But ba pusha man wa bona like rona re hotse re tshuna la idea. So after dilemonyana, after 2 years after matric, o so kopana le classmate ya o driver ka spana se beta khona o tlhokomelang khona o tswang hore wa tsa di manene le ba re sigela rona ne le rona bana ba le famous sigela re tsebala ka matshiri wa bona. That's why ke it's a malo hola la idea. Ha ntse hola ntse bona ntho tse ding ha di hlokahale wa bona. Yeah, it's the idea.
Sure, I mean, I know you're not Israeli, I think one thing that messes up our psyche is us when we try to find the better us outside of ourselves.
Yeah.
That is the most, twisted, absurd thing a person could do, to find value there and not find value, within self. You understand? Tabamanchiri, it's more of, yes, it's a conquest, right? We used to measure your manliness through that. But it has fucked up so many people's lives. It has messed up so many people's lives. You understand? Because, like what my homie is saying right now, while you are concentrating on those things, you find that certain people have progressed, to a level that you could have reached or even surpassed.
Yeah.
But now, because now you're chasing your tail, you're not going anywhere. You understand? Dogs do that. And it's funny when you are a human being and you actually acting like a dog. You understand? Yeah. And I'm not saying having many chicks is you acting like a dog. No, but what I'm trying to say is that if you're not doing something that actually brings value within self, and you find value, factory, famous and whatnot, those are outer things. And they cannot do anything, because take that away, basically you're nothing. Yeah. And my book is falling apart, and it's fine, because it's been used. So and that's the thing. We lack self-value to the point that we don't know how to build it. So we do other things to validate ourselves. You understand? And that is what keeps us away from progression. Because now, if you could have sat down and actually talked to yourself and asked yourself very important questions. Let me make an example. A 6-year-old you, if you would meet him in jail, maybe you woke up and a 6-year-old you, is he going to be proud of you? You know? Why am I saying that? Because when you were 6 years old, you could conquer the world.
Yeah.
I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
I want to be this. I want to be this. I'm going to be a doctor. You understand? Because now your eyes are opening up to the possibilities. You understand? And then as you progress in life, your focus, moves away from that.
From that, yeah.
You understand? And start to focus on things like donuts or egg and whatnot. Will that ultimately make you a businessman? Will that ultimately make you a doctor? Will that make you the most fittest guy and is making millions by having a program in fitness? No. I know what I'm saying. You understand? So a 6-year-old you, if I can 6 years, and then
Yeah.
you understand? So I think that is the value within ourselves. Yes, it was there, but outer things, who we are and and whatnot. Those are pointless things. You understand? Going back to what the homies say.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm already busy. The next day, rock up like out chill already. And then barrier and
Yeah.
you understand? That nigga, sharp. You understand? So I had a friend like that.
Yeah.
And that nigga became a millionaire.
Yeah.
And this guy can give him fairly cheap.
Yeah. So his Mac game was not good. But
This nigga was a freaking millionaire. He passed on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. He was a freaking millionaire. And there was a time when he was so shy. You understand?
Yeah.
And I talked to Waluna and
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
He was a millionaire. I was not. You understand?
Yeah.
Same thing that this hobby is saying.
Yeah.
Because they don't concentrate on one sort. That's why at the end of the day, we're still looking down and we're simping and we're doing all these things. They're derogatory to us as guys. We end up
Yeah. So basically, what you focus on, it grows. If you focus on like the wrong things and whatnot,
exactly.
you can be good. You can smash all the chicks and whatnot, but you get nothing from there.
Are you good at making money though?
There's no glory there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like growing up, I think that's one of the things nobody exposed to. We know those guys belonging they used to smash, but now and whatnot. But now, what do you have to show for it? At some point, you're gonna be 60 years old, and then look, man, but you want to put a life in, and then when I salute life out, then the only thing I go no, but I was smashing this one. The thing is, even after that, I mean, sexing with the lily, and then for some people, like the guy who's standing, sitting behind the thing outside right. No, I think it's cool to mention him because it's not on the camera, so I'm taking it, so I might as well mention him. But in any case, like banana one, I don't know what kind of is not that good, but I still don't know where but I think the point that there's no glory. It doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't change your life in any way. Just to go back to really, I think there's a chapter. If you have read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, there's a chapter. It's important to actually control your sexual age, right? So as Majita, I think it's one of those things because now Majita prioritize alcohol and then banana. I'm talking about nothing. It's no longer about going out to celebrate. It's about him hanga popa. And I think the weird part how do same way? Doesn't mean because so you take nothing from the chick, but nothing to which is how we told which is more than anything, right? Which is energy. The energy and the energy. You know what someone will have gone to so. I think the whole idea podcast go like different views. And whatnot. So this guy on TikTok videos. Okay. So people say that you get the energy in sharp from like having sexual intercourse, right? But I would like us to discuss that, Mahokman, or like, what are your views in this one? Okay. What about energy? Because this guy, Yasin, this is this guy's opinion, right? He's like, okay, energy can't just all be bad. What if I sleep around le banana ba le go bana le energy sharp and then ke kgona go give money the same energy sharp for boy? Why do we have to demonize it every time to say that but how go ba le batho ngana o tlo mix and tshwanetse jena ne le bo ikgona go thola? So what I understand le fela, what's your views on this guy's thought process, like thought pattern and whatnot, Webo?
Braga, it's hard to read, but who quote from Bible? What do I call it? Tikan. So what's one it's like a marriage. So oba di kanon le na o re lenyalana e fo go bana le spiritual. So o kitla le ba bangata o tlo ntsetsa dintho le dikano le batho ba different ba bangata. And hape ke taba ya hore ha re di beliefs tsa rona di a di tshwane. Wa bona hona le batho ba sebedisang meriana, hona le batho ba sebedisang metsi, hona le batho ba sebedisang di-oil, hona le batho ba rwalang, wa bona. So imagine ha o tsebe hore na tjhere ena e hlalla pele jwang, o kitla le ena wa tloha ya wa o sa frostaneng hore na o hlalla pele jwang, wa bona. So energy wa e sharp bro, ha e sharp next. Even if e ka ba okay ra re ke matjhere a sharp kaofela ba hla malapeng a rapelang ha ba sebedise anything e tshwarwang ka matsoho, like ba ga bibi ba modimo fela jwalo, but ntse se sharp le teng, ntse se sharp braya ke buffet adultery ha e sharp at all. So e dangerous. Motho mongwe la bua ntho hore most ya rona majita the reason engwe ya di-reason tse etsang re seke be ra tswela pele bophelong, it's because re thola go robetse le banana ba bangata. And le banana ba bangata obvious sa ntse ba frostana go gitlile le mang ha e ba thabisi ba go ba dipelo. So you can imagine hore na ke matjhira mabe a tlo tshwara ka pelo wa bona. Yeah.
Yeah, Hotman, how would your views?
I got a bit of chance from what the home was saying.
I just feel like saying hallelujah.
Amen. The thing is, sex is it's a ritualistic.
Yeah.
You know, it's a ritualistic to some people. There's an energy that goes with that whole thing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
On itself, besides that person energy high and all of that.
Yeah.
You know. So I it's a paradox, you know. It's but it's having intimate relation with a person, another person. Basically, you're infusing souls.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You understand?
But if you Miami, even Kanda, like that guy and I well, you can't just like demonize it and whatnot. What if you wash up and whatnot?
Yeah.
What if I'm just putting it out there. What if can I like or get to the character? You know this thing like the law of attraction. I've found that exists in terms of even the people you date. Banana belonging about data more or less Batwana. Like I'm talking Batwana Dali, they're not like physical, but in terms of personality and whatnot. That's why it's so easy for one. Why not Bashimana Badula Baba and whatnot. And then when I can learn now, what director so it becomes your usual. So the battle is in terms of what if can I talk banana about director, like banana soul stay sharp and then personality somebody sharp. Can it then work in my favor if that's the thing.
If Banaba and Boba Chwaran, Banaba personality or the energies are sharp, you would have moved past Wape.
Okay, yeah.
Because energy high, you would have kept you here.
Oh yeah, nada, yeah.
You know, there's this thing, Harugwaga Bible. We know that Bible is an indoctrination with different denotations and so forth.
Yeah.
All right. But when I this thing, I'll let you see being.
Yeah.
This is the act itself.
Yeah.
The act itself.
Mm.
When you talk, you know, the monks, they do not engage
in sexual
intercourse. Yeah, because they say we have chakras, we have passages of energy.
Yeah.
And normally energy feel from level A, the sexual
that sexual urge, yeah.
Hence they always block it out. Because energy high you understand? It pollutes everything.
Okay.
You understand? So hence the whole marriage already this person and there's a daughter on everybody.
Yeah.
Right. It's very graphic. Hence it's a bit of a paradox.
Yeah.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about that.
Mm.
I think Mutunana was being hypothetical because something or it cannot be real. There's no way you can pronounce it.
Analyze like good energy and whatnot. Yeah.
Do you know that some women that you see have done heinous things, but it is not written in there?
Yeah.
You understand? So how are you going to measure, or which parameter are you going to use to measure the energy of this person or sharp? Understand?
Yeah.
Just feel like J, Hore, or Bupe, or 4. How do you measure Wape, Robbie 2 and like a sharp energy somewhere? You understand? Because each and every relationship, you remember, it has to go through a honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
So when the relationship goes through a honeymoon phase, everything about this person is sharp.
Yeah.
Even the things you're not okay with, but because you're in that honeymoon phase, everything is sharp.
Yeah.
So you would say, if you're energy granted because I don't play bonang, you know, it eats you out or whatever. But how do you measure emotional energy?
It's sharp.
You understand?
Yeah.
But what I know, Corin, the whole sexual thing, NRA, a dark energy, hence a vice and addiction also. Have you heard of a person addicted to water? But everyone is addicted to everything that harms you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But good things, no.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, you know, because now that's how Kike Bona got thing, and some people may have a different, you know, view about it. But I don't really know.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think also social media, it can add that pressure and it normalizes even things that are not supposed to be normal, right?
Exactly.
You know, someone can just look, there's nothing good. Go bar and edit. I don't care now, like there's nothing good as long as they're not literally addict. That means that you have no control over yourself, because that means that you are a slave to this thing. But you go out there with banana. No, I'm a sex addict, and niggas like, that's my type and whatnot.
They take pride
in that, right? And then my cheaters are like, you're not type back. Oh my god, like you like, is this guy mad? Who come try it? Not type back. Sex addict. I want someone looking to measure my sex drive and whatnot, because now can I feel to give feeling away? Can I push and lane and whatnot? Like, since when we normalize and try to be sharp, but I think that's one of the beauty of this platform creating, so that at least this thing sort of because in most cases in Twaka I see hangata re khotsa ka ntse sing sharp. jangwa lona na ha re lo tawang ha re lo etsa eng wa bona. But I think ho bohlokwa as guys re kgone ba le motho mong yena. I think it's something else ha lo reng wa etsa and wa tseba hore go mo etsa, but there's someone lo reng ha atse because of the environmental nka ga yona, the informational exposed to yo ha atse lo re le denya hore you sleeping around and what yena o ntsa inkella jwale ka gona ga lintwana, because le gona at some point re bile le sharp until re fumana light eo re bona hore no le denya na ha e thusi ka nix you sa morao life. But there's someone e lo reng o moholo and ha se kgone bona molemo wa hore a kgone as motho a ikemele a push wa bona o ntsa bona ka reng hore a be sharp fela is o tlatlamela gore a gore ntho mo etsang go be motho as a go ba le bana ba bangata ke yona ntho a itsebang gona identify le ntho eno ka ntho la leng eno o ipone se out nix wa bona ntho eno. So
the way the facts you think or we glorifying to the sharp, but don't to the sharp did not crack and it's they've been taken for granted, if I can put it like that. You know, you become a bit, you know, you are looking away, Karen, how na street cred or and you are bad or you down or how about pretty much or whatever, you know. Because however all these things, it's about proving a point to the other people. You know? When do you prove a point to yourself? You understand? Didn't also value it's one.
Okay.
Do you need a check? Or do you need to or five so that you feel like a man? Here's what I'm saying. Material 5 feet and here you are. And you cannot feel like a man by yourself. You understand? That means you don't even see yourself. That means you're not there. You don't exist in your own world. You do not exist. How dumb is that? You understand? You need to go there and fuck those chicks. And now you can see yourself. You understand? The society has been set up in a way that we lack self-value, you know, within ourselves and try to do things so no, we have to do something out there. After you do that, you still that guy you know, doesn't see shit about himself. You understand? So it's painful, but it's nice. Because now you're getting all these chicks and you're picking up all these diseases along the way, you know, and at the end of the day, you feel like shit because there's nothing you gain. You understand? Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with you having multiple chicks. But like skies at those multiple chicks value how better. You understand?
True.
Get those chicks because you can, not because. I'll feel better. I'll feel like something. You understand? Okay, simple example. I grew up with a guy, Lauren, when we were young. He was drinking. And the homie was drinking, and we couldn't do that, but he could. So he created a persona. He's still fucking drunk today. Even today. Because the society praised while he was doing that. And while we were praising him, we were busy going to varsities. And still praising him. You know, and we were getting our degrees. You understand? So this homie is stuck in that level. To a point where the addiction of drinking gives him, you know, that image. But but now he's stuck in that loop. You know, he's stuck in that loop because at that time back then, you understand? But we have moved on. So we did him a disservice because now, as guys, we should have said, homie, but chill. You know, let's go play pool now because now we were kids. So this thing is embedded because now, that kind of treats about a tree. Where not like a ball. Mama wants about a blank. Mama wants about so we always try to find something that we can be identified with. with. You understand? And once we get that, we hold on. There's no progress. We don't move, and we become that. You know, there's a difference with becoming and being.
And being, yeah.
Those are two things. They're not. When you're becoming, I can become a doctor tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now I can work on myself today. But in case and like how can I put it?
Yeah.
You know, I'm poor. That's being, right? But that's not me. I have to become something else. So guys, but they get stuck in that loop. This is me. This is what I do, and then they carry that all through their lives. And have a something toxic that's actually preventing them to move forward. And now, how about that's where it clicks. Actually, what am I doing?
I was wasting my time. So,
you know. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, the other day I was very weekend a color from Katu.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kilala Shogomela everything we it's alone. The parents are the comment about it. But what the labor going. So they don't know reveal the opinions about you if that's all. A color no no. A color oh everything is okay, renana pelo rena ish batho ba tlo reng
Sure.
What on like ba tlo mpona ke lekhubu ba tlo commenta
Yeah.
so re staka nthong eo ha re value the way rona re iponang ka teng the way rona re feelang ka teng yeah ke yona problem e
Yeah, I know.
So this thing about Tata, like we if we want to identify can't tweeting or when you can't I think you're trying to work in terms of like self-awareness, right? In terms of self-awareness, you're not trying to work how it's but then you don't have to identify alcohol or and we see these things. You don't even have to look far, you don't even have to put in that much effort to I think at some point you're that generation you're an addict and I sharp already because now a generation is living below normalizing to the whatever and then for some weird reason exactly. Look, there's nothing nice kind of addiction. If someone I know who has a control, it's not something to be glorified. It's something to actually to be shunned and so that and then not to be shunned in a sense that way. Too far but we have to because now we have to like address that and say okay, this thing is wrong and then you need help. It's about whatnot. I'm table for get tower. I went to travel 2 quarters out table. So when I at some point, if what I think what the appointed government did by entering to a sharp because to this day, in the honor existed that legacy is but by the location put. And then this building still going down inspire my nigga, modulante, how got to and then even the air that is different. I mean, no janana, your mind, because I think environment, it can make or break you at times, right? That's why there's that beauty of the internet and whatnot, because at least we can escape from the already board. Because how Sheba, no janana, you can only dream as much as what you're exposed to, right? You can't go to one fellow. No, at some point, think about a house, double story, but now, house you born in your life before. You can't want something also born, right? So now, hence again, come about structure in Tunagati, and then I born this behavior, habo sharp, body mental, habo and Zagato Lapi, Abu Pepichu, even Lebani Babanian, but one and then but I say, hey, Mama would come up and not know.
Oh my word. That is that disservice that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because now I know we're glorifying nonsense and making fun of it.
Yeah.
The moment you become serious to that child and say, no, That child is not going to listen. Doesn't matter because it is embedded to the child. No, I have to do this to provoke laughter or at the cousin you understand? So we grow with that. I feel that it's important for re look at the pattern it's being stuck in a loop, you know, of nonsense. Because at the end of the day, the lack of self-value will make you do any other thing. You understand? You be subjected to whatever is in at that time. And everything that you'll be doing it's just taken away from you. You understand? So why I like reading about stuff already decided with the mental. People always think, your heart is the most important organ in your body. And it actually is. But what is most important than your heart is your mind. Because it cannot function without it giving you the command to do what it's supposed to do. Right? So if we do not feed our our minds are similar to your stomach, but a bit different. When you're hungry, your stomach will tell you. You know, when you're hungry, you will feel that I need to eat. But when your mind is hungry, you will not know. You just act dumb. You know, you just act dumb, and that's where the loathing of self, we understand, and overthinking and doing things that are contrary to things that don't achieve.
Watching stuff that doesn't add value to our life.
Exactly, doing those things, being engaged in all those things. Those are a clear sign that your mind is very, very hungry. Because when you know better, you do better, right? So that means there's certain things that you will never even engage in because your mind is operating at that optimum level. You understand? So the more information you give your mind, the more you get to do better choices, things that they actually help you to achieve the ultimate purpose of your life. Now, since we're talking about that, they never focus on their mind. They never feed their mind. The mind is the most negative organ in your body. It will look and act and entertain anything negative you understand? You will sit there and think how much of a failure you are. You will sit there and think, oh, but I could have said that, you know, everything. Because now, if I could make an example, right? But I'm told I said,
that's the first thing that comes to the mind.
You understand? I said, because that's what the mind is very protective of itself and of you, but if you don't give it anything, that's where it will always enter into the negative. So for me, what I would like people, guys specifically, to concentrate on is to at least put something positive. You may be the only person who's going to tell yourself positive things because you will not hear those positive things from outside. You understand? So if you do not engage in some form of positivity, that's where 15. You find value in those things because now you want to amuse people because you want people to think that you're something. That's what we do every day, every weekend, every Monday, every year. That's what guys do. You understand? This, I just bought this, because we want validation from other people. And wanting validation from other people, that means you are an NJ on your own. you have nothing to offer.
You're not enough.
You are not enough. You are not seeing yourself. You understand? This pen will make me look great.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
this mic will make me look cool. This, you know, not you. So we end up being engaged in this thing instead of the addictive or things that are the derogatory or the considering. We end up self-loathing ourselves. We overthink, because we do not add anything. Just be positive for once. Just get something, and is when I tell you something different from what you're thinking about yourself. You understand? Because you may think, okay, I've been trying to do this, and I'm failing. I'm a failure. So what are you gonna do? You're going to end up resigning from whatever you were trying to achieve. And failure is just information on how you can do things better.
Yeah.
You know?
True. Yeah.
But now, if you don't put anything positive in your mind, the negativity is going to overrun everything.
Yeah.
And you're going to think low of yourself. And when that happens, it's over.
Yeah.
You know, anything goes. You understand? Anything goes. That's why women will go to Dubai and eat shit and be proud Kauri, but I have a house.
Yeah.
You know, I've got this house, I've got this car, I've got but bitch, you're eating shit.
Yeah.
So
It came at a huge cost.
You understand?
You have to actually compromise your values, everything you believe in, or those things.
Fam, I saw that video.
Yeah.
And every time it's been talked about, I can see this woman swallow.
Oh, yeah.
And it's you understand?
Yeah.
Because it's peer pressure.
Yeah.
You don't see value in yourself. The value will come from what this money of eating feces will do
for you, yeah.
But now if you have that value for yourself, you will not go there.
To do that, yeah. You're not gonna do that. Yeah.
You try to find other ways.
Yeah.
To do that.
And there are other ways. I mean, the mind is a very a beautiful tool to actually help you achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. I mean, if you can think about it, you can achieve it, right? I know it sounds cliche, and there's this thing, since I think we must keep it 100% with Majita. We must be that authentic. That's what we're trying to do here, with this platform. So now, meditator. They think you white, but I like to and whatnot. This one, we do these things because we want to become better versions of ourselves. Because now, if no from what's happening in Kakasi, like simple, just like go for that task is simple. Just go out there, go find Majita, and then tell Majita, you know what, Majita? I think in the next 6 months, kita get 100K a month. The first thing that will come to their mind is it's so easy. I mean, but to hang out on the if the first thing ever can get to in negative, you need to be around but to how to look. You are with a twitching about we yet an Juan and so now reading books, refmana the ideas from the we're not saying you can, if you're not a reader, at least listen to podcasts, right? By the way, if you listen to us, you're doing a good job. So when I and give you all the information, every shocking, it's cool. I think already you someone wants to develop himself, you someone wants to be the better version, and yeah, so it's very important to actually invest in yourself. Find means that we get us wrong a better individual, right, in this world. Because if you're not investing in yourself, you're not putting in the time, then that means you can become a better version of yourself. Another thing in a relationship, how do you become the best version of yourself in a relationship? If you can't give off yourself, you can't give off you start with you love yourself, and then you can go out and stop these things nigga, like at some point that hardcore before I mean, how we tired, right? And how so I mean, sometimes then after I'm about complain or like ausi out ya o ntse e bona gona like o etsala eng wa bona ke mamang le gore o tla ba a eme bo shopong ko 45 bob o gona bona gore man o etsala o mo fa ngwana still o ntse o le jwang wa bona le ke dinyane jwang because yona e ukisa bohloka ka bona bosi ba gona ba fotse bo di line tsa SASSA ba bang ha ba lo falla bana ho bata right mara ba etsa bana ba le bang and nigga if ke bala tshira motho e falla line ya SASSA that means gore chelete ba hloka chelete no ba tlo fisa ngwana right and then ntato that means gore ha go ntato wa teng ha go no a be le ma prima mang e government mfanyo house na yona that means you're doing nothing with your time you might as well take that time ha give money o ka ba le excuse re diamond o hustle ya hore ha no gona a support mmeda right one so ha ona reason ya hore na why tshering mo le mo fotseng line ya SASSA ho sna outipela hai a mo support because khane ba iqadile ka ho fela this day right one so I think as Mauti Kamele fela re be honest to one another re bolelane nnete if really what to build up but if we look in the other way ntso bona ga mana outina ya buys and what not because now prefer go mthampele nnete I tell what again wena no tsaba holo but ntso bua no so mona I'm interested to ke no so efeng so that actually go back be ke bona gona nka etsa hore etse sense jwa if it doesn't make sense when so yeah I mean investing in yourself ke ntlo go gona go you thuse this is how you make yourself more valuable right and ke yona ntlo re ntse batla go re bua ka yona mona do you want to add ntlo ka mo ibuela
this thing ya hore o be valuable relationship in
yeah
I don't know why it's a melo be valuable relationship kore king how le out king o tla mtso tla ka yona hore o to valuable relationship tlamelo be book smart streetwise kapo tlametso bona le zaka
no hence re ka ha re look re make yourself valuable ha re o be valuable ho motho mo ma go se valuable way so making yourself valuable is whatever o la ka tsamo go ifihlelle bophelong o gone go ifihlelle o be at the place whereby ha o qeki wa bona wa tseba go gona go iketse dintho gona go etse so that means hore o batla I think competition o tla no be le yona competition with yourself o be motho a beti go feta motho no le yena maobane and then hosane o be motho a beti go feta motho no le yena today wa bona so ke ntho ya ne jwalo so bringing value ke tsela eo e jwalo and then just to go back to ntho banga o bua ka hore relationship ke value feng e botlisang I don't know nna ka mgo ke etsang just an opinion from side ka mgo ke boneng ka teng go reng different women value different things o mo ka o bolella hore ho yena value ki chelete and what not wa bona
and I believe all of them value ke chelete
no chelete e bohlokwa but it's not chiri engwe le ngwe le reng e value like chelete o feta ntong o mo tla o bolella fela go batla motho a mo ratang a mo hlomphang e le reng o tla khona hore a qalele lapa lena ona le chelete o thola hore ke una le chelete so like a chelete accountant o khona ke tsa chelete hai ba ba tla mtholo ka khona ga pushing to yona but ha re tlo shy away from the fact that money is important in a relationship wa bona because ntongwe le ngwe ke chelete wa bona bona ding jwalo ntongwe le ngwe di ma ke tsere tshweng ke chelete ntongwe le ngwe like ke chelete you can't le I mean le mthanga metsi ntwana na sina bo imamela ka ntlo chelete so chelete yona ntse le bohlokwa so now ha re bua ka value re bua ka tsele jwalo tlatse bona khono go araba potso hao
ya no we arabile bro ka but taba ya kore taba ke sa ka bra ka ke mamela hantle because even if nka ba out here sharpo ana le di principles but I guess Nazaka I'm worthless
house Nazaka it depends okay nze re bua ka taba hore
me di lona ha Nazaka
a ke nze re
bua Nazaka le nna ke Nazaka tlisa fela le gato fela relationshiping it's not enough for braya ka ke man mo to thola hore tshika bo teng o sa ntshitela ka bo mamma ba nang le zaka mamma go gona o thola hore maybe bona from a friend ya hae hore ish friend ya ka
o gona mo
tse di auto ete ya mo reketse 1 2 nna ntho ke gona go e provide fela ke le gato lo mo hlompa nothing more so
but we know ka taba relationship I think ga ke ga o fela hore you need more than lerato le hlompo chelete ya hlokahala that's why platform e ke tlo like make yourself valuable to ka mono and then make sure when ntho we etsang life I think motho mo le batla go be fulfilled and fulfillment ya how if it brings a financial reward then it's a good thing wa bona bona neng jwa because I think when is out pride ya how go tsebe hore motho wa hao ntho le ngwe le ngwe wa e hloka gona provide ha ona le bana o gona go mo etsetse ntho tseno wa e bona ke yone e gona go fe seriti seno as out ke lo ntse ke bua ke this thing ya ma feminism 50-50 it's bullshit, it doesn't work because as out wa tseba relationship wa tseba your role relationship and once motho wa mmele na tseba role ya high then be gona go bona gore this thing is more of a collaboration more than mang o computer le mang o try ga nke role ya mang ka poe wa e bona so it's just that in simpler terms. That's what's important as out o kgone go sebetse wena wa bona. I think earlier on before like, the camera di ba ona ntse ntse re bua ka ona le wena to say that okay you know a guy go to hana boma di looks in and what not wa bona. The beauty ka actually investing in yourself is that a guy can go from a 2 ya society to at least an 8 ka wetsa ntse simple like reading books abebuhlale. That means that the sapiosexuals imfumana ali you know bamthola ele someone who attractive because they're attracted to the way he thinks and how he articulates and whatnot. Going to the gym, so now from a 2 is a 4 now because ke mtho a palang uhlalinyana at least the batse ba ke mtho ka khona faneka lighting like dark situations wa bona. Going to the gym afumana body eno e batlang e ka metsa a 6 wa bona. Maybe ke mtho we invest happy in a skincare routine and whatnot. Then come with about 8, and then also fashion magazines. So now to art in a smarty. I can to a 9. This is someone I'm fan from. So this is what personal development can actually do. To a guy actually by investing in yourself, loving yourself, choosing yourself. Mo ke mention go motho from a 2 to a 9. How na mo ke tseng no ngwana no a chisang ha motho o tla mo isa to a 9. Ke buile ka out from the onset. Ke out here Jimmy. Ke out here that skincare routine. Ke out here taking the path. So working on yourself, ke no khona go you. So that value e khona go e tleda.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it wrong if okay ke di achieve ntho tse ne ke batla di achieve ke develop ile up to mo ke batlang teng? Is it wrong le nna ha ke re nka se date chere broke?
No, there's nothing wrong there.
There's absolutely nothing wrong because Motorola the preferences.
You a nigga with standards,
yeah, you know. For what I was trying to talk about before I get to that, talk about self development. Take what you're doing now with your company with FBI, right? You're not making money right now. You're not making hundreds of thousands. But ultimately, it's going to get there. Ultimately, it's going to get there. That's what we're actually talking about right now. Self-development. Because it was not there, but it's here now. You understand? Yeah. And it's already working. So, in a way, there was nothing, something was done, and then there was constant, increment. So ultimately, you wouldn't be sitting like this. You wouldn't even have time for podcasts because you'd be somewhere Okatila president. No. You understand? So that's what we're talking about. It's a clear indication of what we try to tell these guys what to do. You understand? You start off by bodybuilding, right? It's a hobby, it's a habit. Yeah. But now, ultimately, there's moves from being a hobby a hobby or a habit to a business. You have started to make it now formal. It doesn't mean that I said before but that led to this. You understand? Yeah. So the moment you know what? It's not about your protection. It's not about your bounds. You understand? It didn't tell you why rata you love doing this. Sometimes all about 3D society. It's like trying to tell you to be cigarette. You understand? Because I need to go there, go to attention. You understand? But that led to something else. The fact that you are doing something, it may be a hobby or highly positive. It can turn into something a much more than that. So what I'm trying to say is that you are a classic example of what we're trying to tell the guys.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
Failure how comes from that. Comes from you doing something for yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? Campania how Yabafwe or whatever Eloring ultimately is going to be making money for you.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. That's the guy we want every guy to be. You understand? We want guys to know that whatever you have now, use what you have where you are and can turn into something much more better. Because self-pity
Excuses.
we need to stop being those guys. You understand? We need to stop maximizing the challenges and start visualizing more about you understand? You may be lifting for the hell of it, the next thing, or championship in your guy. So something will lead to something.
Yeah.
If we start our initiate one action, then the ball will just keep rolling.
Yeah.
There's this guy got me a visual labler, and he just recently passed. And then, if you stop subscribing to what people think, and you start doing something and achieve, and now it becomes a domino effect.
Yeah.
Or there's until A1 to succeed, and then once you enter into A1 or succeed, your mind now knows nothing but achievement.
Yeah.
So the next thing you're gonna do, you wanna achieve. After that, you're gonna achieve. After that, you're gonna achieve. So now it becomes you are an achiever. So but you have to start.
Yeah.
You just have to start, and things will fall in place. You know, any other thing is just extra. You know, Sure.
I think a lot has been shared. So now, just to actually close the top, just in closing, right? These are books that actually now personally I've read, and it doesn't really change how I think, and then they made me a better individual, right? So now I think it would be an injustice to actually keep like, and then after that bigsa like reference like tools that you can actually use, because we're all about helping you from this podcast not into no, you need to apply for what and wait for the name. What can you do now? Work with what you have, and then so now, if you can just start, these books they're a huge impact in my life, and I hope they are the same for you. So The 5 AM Club by Robin Sharma, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, and then The 5 Second Rule by Mel Robbins. So these five books, they cover self-development, they cover how to actually stop procrastinating, because I think that's one of the big things. So when we started the podcast, look, let's set a deadline and let's work at it. Let's build momentum, let's work with what we have, right? And funny enough, the more you do something, the more you actually grow into it. New ideas just mushroom out of nowhere, and then you become better at that. It was not as hard as I thought it would be, right? So yeah, I think that's that. So as a guy, make yourself more valuable and be a better version of yourself. We also are interested in actually hearing your views. What are your views? They feel valuable. Maybe there's a guy out there who say, "Man, I am Spanish lady. In a way." So I don't know. We interested to because we're not saying that our views are the alpha and omega, but we're saying that we're open to hearing different views. How do you guys work on yourselves? How do you guys become better people? And what did you take from this podcast? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? So we're interested in hearing all that. Let's make this thing interactive. From my side, thanks for listening to us.
Yeah, man. Catch you in the next one, and it was great for you to be chilling with us.
Thanks. Good.
Go tsa